Some best ways to learn and improve self-control? Part 1. I failed the first time when I tried to quit smoking cigarettes. Then failed again. And again. And again. I took a drastic approach. I stopped hanging out with all my friends who smoked cigarettes. I wouldn't even pick up the phone to text them back. I cut them entirely out of my life. Therein lies the secret. Don't half-ass changing your lifestyle. Take it to the extreme, otherwise, it won't happen. Instead of spending time with cigarette smokers, I spent time with people who treated their health like gold. It took time to find these people. Often when you break away from a friend circle you'll experience loneliness, but that's okay. Know what awaits you is better. There are people who will encourage you to become the person you desire. Persist in finding them. I did. I'm going to take a smoke break. My new, healthy friends would look at me in disgust. It hurt. I quit smoking cigarettes fast because I wanted them to like me. Social validation is the strongest enforcer for adopting great habits and routines. Where do you derive your social validation from? Junkie friends? Cigarette smokers? Successful founders? Change your surroundings fast. Don't think about it twice. Jump in the deep end. Temptation kills the strongest of us. If I hang out with a cigarette smoker for more than several days, I'll pick up the habit again. I can't resist. So, I entirely avoid them. Don't try to just deal with your negative surroundings. That's a fool's error. Remove every trace of negativity from your life by separating yourself from it. Change the friend group. Change schools. Change cities. Whatever it takes. Part 2. Willpower. When I was in college, a lot of people used to smoke. And that number went up by the time we reached our final year. There was a popular spot in our college where people generally went to have a smoke, Kanjapur, or KP in short. I barely visited that place in the first 3 years. But by the final year, I wanted to spend more time with my friends and so I accompanied them. Even though I wasn't having a smoke, I had Maggi and omelette when we went in the morning. Many times, I was offered a cigarette and I had the temptation too, but I resisted. It's not that I was completely opposed to smoking because I do wish to try everything out once. The reason I resisted was that I wasn't in a good spot. Going out with all of them gave me peace and taking a drag might have helped temporarily too, but I did not want a temporary solution and a permanent addiction. So I resisted as much as I could. I eventually tried it in one of my happier moods during convocation. The difference was that addiction comes out of need and I needed to smoke in my vulnerable moment. But when I actually did take my first smoke, I was in control and that never results in addiction. For me, willpower is the only thing that helps in self-control. It takes a massive amount of effort to resist initially, especially when the temptation is high. But you need to resist and resist consistently. You need to fight that urge. With time, it gets easier and also helps in building that self-confidence required for self-control. Coming to the question details, your addiction is your smartphone. It's that one thing for which loads of people fail to control themselves. So what do you need to do? One simple thing. Whenever you want to grab your smartphone, just ask yourself the following question. Was your phone ringing? Is it important to take that call? Do you want to call someone right now? Did you get a message? Is it important to read and reply? Do you want to text someone right now? Do you want to check something important on your phone? Would it change anything if you just let your phone as it is? If you're checking your phone in spite of the answer is a no to all those questions, you're already addicted. Accept the fact and act accordingly. It'll take time, but it'll surely help. Part 3. The problem here is that you've got addicted to using your phone. Yes, you heard it right, you're addicted. The phone is a very useful product if you use it wisely, and if you don't use it wisely it will just kill your time, which in turn will make you less productive. First, you have to understand why is it that you are getting more and more addicted to your phone. Now, with just a click or a scroll in your phone you get a massive amount of information, not just any information about your friends, relatives, random jokes, trolls, songs, videos and many more. This action releases dopamine in your brain, which makes you feel happy, biologically speaking. There is a sense of joy when you are able to release dopamine just in few seconds without wasting much energy and time. This happiness factor or dopamine release makes you crave for more, because who doesn't want to feel the joy, who doesn't want to be happy? So, this makes you want to use your phone continuously in order to get the hit of dopamine. Which is what addiction is. Dopamine is released while you use any drug or narcotics, but the amount differs according to the drug users. For example, cigarettes and alcohol both release dopamine, but the amounts of dopamine differ. This was the mechanism of your addiction. Now, in order to be productive, you will have to use your phone smartly. You need to be in control rather than being controlled by a device. You should be able to decide when to use your phone and why. You can't just be using your phone like a lifeless zombie in autopilot. Now, the question remains, is that who is gonna help you achieve that? The answer is you. No one else can make you do it. So, just get up and start working on yourself and be productive. Make your phone your bitch. Hope you enjoyed this video. Please subscribe to our channel and help us to grow our channel. Hit the bell next to subscribe so you never miss a video. Give a thumbs up if this video helped you and comment your own story.